In the vibrant town of Mbek, where traditions run deep and secrets hide in plain sight, a young woman named Abany learns that power, when misused, can bring destruction. Abany is known for her beauty, flawless dark skin, enchanting eyes, and a presence that makes men weak. But beauty alone is not enough for her. She wants wealth, status, and control. She visits Mama Ifo, an old herbalist feared and respected in the village. Mama Ifo teaches her a forbidden charm, one passed down in whispers among women who dare to wield it. Using a mysterious charm involving her private parts, Abany can enchant any man, making him hers completely. But Mama Ifo warns, this power binds not only the man but the woman who wields it. Use it wisely, or it will consume you. At first, the charm works like magic. Abany ensnares Chief Adeyemi, the most powerful man in the village. The once proud and ruthless chief becomes obsessed with her, showering her with gold, land, and servants. He abandons his many wives, focusing only on Abany, willing to do anything to keep her. But Abany does not love him, she only enjoys the power. One day, Abany meets Daimeji, a young merchant with a kind heart. Unlike the other men, Daimeji sees Abany as more than just beauty. He speaks to her soul, offering her a love she has never known. For the first time, Abany longs to be loved, not worshipped. But she has already set events into motion that she cannot stop. When she tries to use her charm on Daimeji, something goes wrong. Instead of bending to her will, Daimeji recoils in horror, his eyes darkening with knowledge. The spell backfires, and Abany feels an unbearable pain searing through her body. She collapses, clutching her stomach, as ancient spirits whisper her fate. The charm she had so carelessly used was never meant for true love, it was a curse that feeds on greed and deception. As Abany suffers, Chief Adeyemi learns of her betrayal. Enraged and humiliated, he orders her to be brought before the village elders. The people of Mbek, once envious of Abany's life, now watch as she kneels before them, her once radiant face now pale with suffering. Mama Ifo stands among the crowd, shaking her head. You were warned, she says. Now, the spirits will take what they are owed. Under the ancient baobab tree, the village elders sat in a circle. The people of Mbek gathered around, whispering to one another. Some looked at Abany with pity, but most shook their heads. Chief Adeyemi stood tall, his face full of anger. This woman has tricked me, he shouted. She used dark magic to control me. She must be punished. Abany, weak and shaking, looked around. The charm had turned against her. Her body burned with pain, and she could feel something strange inside her. It was as if the spirits were pulling at her soul. Mama Ifo stepped forward. Her old eyes were sad, but her voice was firm. Abany, she said, I warned you. This power is not a gift. It is a curse. You used it for greed, and now the spirits have come to take their price. Tears filled Abany's eyes. Please, Mama Ifo, she begged. Help me. Take the curse away. But Mama Ifo shook her head. Once the spirits are called, they do not leave so easily, she said. The elders spoke among themselves. Then, the oldest elder, Baba Olumide, stood up. His voice was deep and strong. Abany must be banished, he said. She can no longer stay in Mbek. The crowd gasped. To be sent away from the village was worse than any other punishment. It meant being alone, with no family, no home, no protection. Abany fell to the ground, crying. No. Please. I have nowhere to go. But the elders had spoken. The next morning, as the sun rose, Abany was taken to the edge of the village. The women who once envied her now avoided her eyes. The men who once fought for her love now looked at her with disgust. Even Chief Adeyemi, who had once been under her spell, did not say a word. Mama Ifo was the only one who came close. He quoted Abany a small bag of herbs. Take this, she said. It will ease your pain. But it will not remove your curse. Only the spirits can decide when your suffering will end. With heavy steps, Abany walked away from Beck. She did not know where she was going. She only knew one thing, she had lost everything. But as she disappeared into the trees, the wind carried a whisper through the village. The spirits were not done with her yet. Abany walked for hours, the pain in her body growing stronger. The sun was hot, and her feet ached. She had no food, no water, and no idea where to go. As night fell, she reached a dark forest. The trees were tall and thick, their branches twisting like old fingers. Strange sounds filled the air, whispers, rustling leaves, and distant animal cries. Abany shivered, knowing she had no choice but to rest there. She sat under a tree, holding the small bag of herbs Mama Ifo had given her. She chewed on some leaves, hoping the pain would stop. Slowly, her body relaxed, but her mind was restless. "Why is this happening to me?" she whispered. Then, from the darkness, a voice answered. "Because you chose the wrong path." Abany gasped and turned around. An old woman stood before her, wrapped in a dark cloak. Her eyes glowed like fireflies in the night. "Who are you?" Abany asked, her voice shaking. The woman smiled. "I am Adony, the keeper of lost souls." Abany's heart pounded. "Am I dead?" "Not yet," Adony said. "But your spirit is broken. And if you do not change, the spirits will take what is left of you." Tears rolled down Abany's face. "I was only trying to survive. I wanted a better life." "But at what cost?" Adony asked. "You used a forbidden charm to control others. You let greed guide your heart instead of wisdom. And now, you suffer." Abany lowered her head. She had never thought about it that way. She had only wanted power and riches, but she had lost the one thing that mattered, herself. Adony knelt beside her. "There is still hope," she said. "But you must seek true change. Only then can you be free from this curse." Abany looked up. "How? What must I do?" Adony pointed to the horizon. "Go to the river beyond this forest. Wash yourself in its waters and pray with a sincere heart. The spirits will hear you. But remember, this is not just about washing your body. You must cleanse your soul." Abany nodded, determination filling her heart. She had made many mistakes, but she was ready to change. The next morning, she found the river. The water was clear and cool. She stepped in, letting the water cover her, and closed her eyes. "Spirits," she whispered, "I was wrong. I was greedy. I used dark power for my own gain. Forgive me. I do not want to control anyone anymore. I just want peace." The wind blew gently around her, and for the first time in a long while, she felt light. The pain in her body faded. The curse had been lifted. Greed leads to destruction. Abany wanted more than she needed and used dark means to get it. But in the end, she lost everything. The Bible warns us in 1 Timothy 6 verse 10. "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil." Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Abany left the river, knowing she could never return to her old life. But this time, she was not afraid. She would start again, this time with a heart full of wisdom. Abany's story is a warning and a lesson. Power and riches mean nothing if we lose ourselves. But with true repentance, there is always a chance to start again.